Testing, testing, testing. Live being capable right now. Press the play. Press the right. There you go, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There you go, guys. Welcome, welcome. There you go, guys. All right, guys. Welcome to today's live. My name is Ren, and let's get started today. So what do we have? So, yeah. Welcome to my daily trades by Ren. My name is Ren. Today is um, July 17th, 2026. Let me do that. Let me do that over. Hello, guys. Welcome to today's live um, daily trades by Ren. My name is Ren. Um, Today is July 17th, July 17th, um, 2026. All right. So, what do we got going on today? So today, what we got going on today is I am in a position right now. As you can see here, my position is to well, I'm trying to move with this graph, right? So I'm trying to go up with it. Um, we did have some interesting moves today. We started off with a super bullish um, early candle. Let me see here. How am I supposed to look at this? How am I supposed to look at this? Is this it today? Should I refresh it? Yeah. Let's see. Am I in position? I am in position. It's not a very good position. I'm in the very last 15 minutes, and I think my data already died. So my average price right there is 85, and I'm down 13. Um, Pretty much, I was only supposed to make well, I only put $15 into it, so I'm not sure how much I was gonna gain from any of that at all whatsoever. But I was trying to get into it earlier, actually the last 2 hours, but it's barely started to move back up, and I've already well, maybe I could get it all back. We'll see. 88. Thing is, when it's moving like this, it's not really giving me much of a chance to do anything. Trying to let me see. Maybe if I change the candle to a 15 minute. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's what we're looking at today, guys. Right there. So, okay, if you see what's going on right now. So earlier today, it crashed all the way down. I took my profits right there, up there, 28%, made about $40, and then I topped it off to about an additional whatever, right? Got up to almost 40%. So I actually crossed $200 over here on my overall total, and then I started crashing it down. Right now, I'm probably hanging around. Uh, yeah, probably ended up with like $15 in gains. So I had 50 to 15. Cause I was trying to move with the graph and like dude, it was just so tough, dude. But yeah, as soon as it started going, immediately once the market opened, you got it, you got it right here, right? So it crashed, and then it hit, well, it hit rock bottom, right? And it started pumping. So actually, when I woke up, immediately I checked out, right? So that's how I got my profits, and I tried to use my profits to play, and that's what happens, right? I knew the directions every step of the way. But the problem is you can't get in. You can't. Every time I got in, I failed. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Well, I failed. Then I was able to save myself. Fail. Save myself. Fail. Save myself. I should have just stopped when I was here, but kept going, kept going. Now I'm just down here. Yeah, it's unlikely that I'm gonna be able to pull anything out, especially at the last 30 seconds. Let me see if I can save a dollar. All right, save a dollar. Let's go. Boom. Yep. I saved about $1.92. uh, I still got a green graph. That's good. And then I was able to buy into this position again. And now I almost got 3 shares of this, like 2.8 or 2.89 or something shares. Um, and then let's look at the VIX. Let's look at the VIX. VIX is at 18, guys. Yeah, that's why we had a major pump. And then this crash. I mean, once it pumps up, it probably went over 20, and then that extra, you know, decrease. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm not gonna speak on the big, but what do we notice today? What do we notice today? Um, I noticed something pretty cool. So, yeah, let me show my price targets here quick, and then which is horrible. Yeah, my price targets are horrible right now. Well, yeah, it was playing around the 746, 747 area, right? But I noticed this wedge right here. So this was I was able to notice, right? So as it pumped, right? I lost a lot of my things on this hole coming down right here, right? And then I was trying to get myself to ride this back up. So this right here, I thought it was bullish. Well, it was bullish. It was taking on this movement right here. With my all right, all right, let's do that. Done. Delete. Yeah, so it was taken on. So as it was going bullish for like half the day, it was going on to this right here, right? Okay. So what I noticed was, so I called this part right here, this crash right here. I actually called the crash, right? But I got in at one point, then I pulled back out because doubt. Doubt messes everything up, guys. Doubt messes everything up. Okay, so I got in really well actually, because right when I saw this, I was like, I called a short position, right? I took a major short position too. Like literally, I was gonna gain like probably like I took it to where it was like I called it to go to like 42, and it went all the way to 42, right? So I would have gained at least another 40. But see, I was already over here already, like around 180, right? When I try to take this. Right now I'm at around probably 160. Let me double check. Yeah, right now I'm at around 166, right? So, which I mean, I got all my pretty much my initial capital back without adding any more to my um. Well, I just that I deposit money, so I did deposit, but without adding too much more, right, to it. I only deposit when I need like a few bucks to make sure I get buying power to access the trade. I was too lazy to sell off my shares of this thing to get the extra bucks because I get instant deposit. So see what laziness do, guys. See what laziness do. All right, so I figured out there was a wedge right here, right? So I figured there was a wedge right here, right? Right there. So yeah. So it was moving along this line. It was a wedge, right? Then I called it right here for it to like crash, right? And the reason why I called it to crash is because overall, if we were to continue on with this line right here from yesterday, it has a stronger pull on on uh on crashing. Let me see. Right. So yeah. That's it. That's the only thing I could draw. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did today. Um, and then towards the end over here, right, I was trying to catch it going down the whole time, like the last three contracts. I failed every time. But I made sure I didn't what you call it, I didn't lose too much, you know, back to zero or anything like that, right? So overall, I ended up with about about let's see, that 13 no or 11%, 12% gain from yesterday. Oh, well, overall, right? So 12% of a yesterday I had about what 160. They had about yeah, 160, I think. No, 150. 160. We're looking at 15, 16 bucks. Yeah, 16 bucks gain from yesterday. So not mad. I'm not mad. And then plus I was able to add more shares to my equity. Yep, that's what we did today, guys. So um, I was watching someone. I guess I was following this guy, right? I forgot his name. I don't know. I don't know his name, but a foreign guy, right? But he's like a mentor, and he had a post that's pinned up, and he talked about supporting your man's. Apparently, it's always the guy that likes to trade, right? Supporting your man's he call it trading um endeavors or whatever, right? Um, but my thing is, I'm like the whole time, right? He was like, hey, if your man, decide this is what he wants to do, and he wants to be able to make it, not just his life, but everyone that he cares about, everyone that he loves, uh, lives around him better, and he knows that a lot of people are able to do it, but he just needs the time to learn how to do it right. So basically, the mentor is encouraging the partner to allow her man's to gamble. But I'm not sure if if he sees it that way, right? He thinks that everyone can just pick it up if they put their heart and mind to it, right? The thing is, like, I think when I watch his little show, right? It it not show, but like his webinar or whatever you call it, Zoom, right? Because I guess apparently he's on Zoom. He's like he's doing this broadcasting, right? But then he has a lot of followers that follow him, right? And so he'll talk about the trades or whatever during live, right? And then I don't know if he tells them to get to pick up the trades or enter or anything like that, right? Because I think if he did and someone messes up, you know what I mean? Who's to blame? You feel me? Like that's high risk. That's why I do most of my trading already, and then I don't even like I talk about later, right? Because you know what I mean. I don't want no one to follow me and mess up. You feel me? But yeah. But apparently a lot of people get in when I guess well a couple of videos that he put up like a bunch of people like saying they made profit, right? Um, like he'll literally say at the end, "Did you guys get in?" You know what I mean? Like so apparently he talks about it, right? I don't know. I mean, he probably shows that he's in a position or whatever, right? And then they probably get in right before the reaction to the market, right? So technically they're in because he's in. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to say anything, but you know, too much liability. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I would do something like that. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone to enter when I enter. Come on, dude. Because I might mess up. But that's why I have my disclaimer, right? For entertainment purposes only. Don't copy me, man. You might fail. But anyways, yeah, I think that's it for me today. Um, you know what I mean? I just wanted to get on just to give you guys this little update. on what's going on. A lot of things going on geopolitically. A lot of things going on with reports. There's still more reports. I looked up some headlines today. There was like 1,000, dude. I didn't read any of that stuff. But anyways, um, yeah. Hope you guys have a good day. Trading. You know, enjoy your weekend. Um, signing out.